Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome
Hello.
back to SciTrek, your sci-fi TV and movie channel.
Hello.
It's Sci-Fi Sundays, y'all. It is our last Sci-Fi Sundays of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Had a good Christmas. Feeling a little tired today. I was at a hockey game last night, and I'm going to a hockey game again tomorrow night. So,
Oh, Lord. Yeah, no, I woke up at
and,
4:15 this morning and drove 6 hours to get back to my hometown, and I'm also very tired. But we're moving and grooving, and we're ending the year strong.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's been a fun little Christmas time. It's been good. I hope everybody had a really good Christmas. Y'all let us know.
Yeah.
Has it already been a week since that epic finale to the amazing war between the land and the sea? There were a few other people that were saying it was pretty good, Mark, that I was seeing. And that's good. Doctor Who needs some good stuff after the last couple of years of just people being as frustrated as they've been. I know you've been more lenient on it, but yeah, I think the general folks aren't as excited about it. But I'm glad. I'm very happy that Doctor Who's actually got something going on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Was that for Disney Plus? I don't honestly remember if that was still part of their Disney deal or not. Mark, let us know.
I think it was.
No, we just are assuming everybody's hungover right now, or at least the mental equivalent thereof.
Right. Yeah.
Shoot. There's real quick. Let's keep going on the Mark stuff. It is odd that the best received, highest rated, and maybe even best quality out of the Doctor Who universe in the last few years has been The Thing without the Doctor. Interesting. That is kind of a shame. But yeah. You know what wasn't a shame? This year of sci-fi.
Yeah,
it had its ups and downs, I guess. There were some things that were kind of Mickey 17 kind of being one of them. That was one of my three most anticipated films of the year. I'd say that my three most anticipated were Avatar, Mickey 17, and Weapons. Weapons and Avatar succeeded and excelled past those expectations, and Mickey 17 just didn't. Did you have any? Did you have any sci-fi that stood out to you this year? I guess.
Andor and Alien Earth.
Okay.
Murderbot also was really good.
I was gonna say Murderbot and Predator Badlands were gonna be my two.
Oh yes.
I
was thinking television, but yeah, for movies.
Ooh,
Predator Badlands is definitely like the best movie I saw this year.
Yeah,
easily.
I mean it's so good. Speaking of, I guess before we really dive into the rest of today, what have you seen this week?
Aside from the obvious hockey as usual, I'm trying to watch Pluribus. I just seem to not have time, but I wrapped up posting some thoughts on Stranger Things, so I kind of did a rewatch of that. What else did I watch? See, I always think, okay, have it in your head, Sarah. What did you watch this week? And then we get here, and I'm like, what did I watch this week?
I do it every time. Every time.
Oh my God, what else? I guess Fallout, of course.
Which was so good.
Yeah, the second episode was really good. And I think some Star Trek, and that's what I know. I've watched other things, but I'm just drawing a blank right now. I'll think of it.
Did you watch anything Christmassy?
Not really. Usually I do, and we just didn't. Whatever this year. Oh, I watched Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. I rewatched that, and then it reminded me that it's going to be in theaters in January, so I bought tickets. It's like 3 days in a row.
Are you going to go see all three?
Yeah, my daughter and I. Which, of course, she wasn't even born when the first two came out. I think she was like a newborn, like just a little baby, like when the third movie came out.
Oh.
So she's never seen them in the theater or anything. So we're doing it. Yeah, all 3 days we're gonna go.
That's gonna be great.
Is long, which is a lot, but I'm excited for it. So I stopped with that because I'm like, wait, why am I rewatching these? If I'm gonna go do that, I'm not gonna watch the other two. I'm gonna like try to have it be fresh again or whatever. But so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I saw that they're also gonna re-release The Hobbit in 40X.
Oh, I didn't see that.
All three.
I don't know if I'll do that.
I know
don't
what
know
I'll
about
be
that.
doing for about a week's worth of time in January. And when I say a week's worth of time, they're all freaking long enough to be a week's worth of time.
Yeah, it's like I think they're like at least 3.5 hours each, if not more than that.
Lord of
Is
the
it the
Rings.
extended?
Lord of the
I
Rings
didn't see.
extended wise, and that's the one that they're
Yeah.
putting in there, I believe, as well, which
Okay. With the time, it should be.
perfect.
So yeah, hopefully we get an intermission, maybe.
I doubt it. Not after Avatar. They're
Yeah.
like, people got it. People are used to the
Yeah.
3 hours right now.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
yeah, I don't think we watched a whole bunch of Christmas stuff with the family
Mhm.
down here.
Mhm.
I think we put on Violent Night and kind of fell asleep to it. I
Mhm.
think we started watching a Muppet Christmas Carol from like the 70s that was just on YouTube for
Yeah.
free because it was there.
Yeah, Muppet Christmas Carol is really good. It's
Yeah,
cute.
it was a lot of fun.
Mhm.
We started watching it because the fun show that we did a couple weeks back in the backyard, back in Los Angeles, they got the first edit out for it. They were like, we got to put it out for Christmas, just so it's like a Christmas special. Put it out there, So
Right.
we watched that as a family, which was fun. But some of it was a little inappropriate at times. Live theater can be at times.
Mhm.
So when my 4-year-old niece would walk in the room, we changed it back to Muppets. So we were going back and forth there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I did watch the first episode of Pluribus before I left down.
Mhm.
And I really liked that first episode.
Yeah, I've seen the first 2 so far. Yeah.
It's just enough to just get you in that door, and the door's open, and I'm itching to get back in there.
Mhm.
I saw Avatar: Fire and Ash. I don't think I've seen anything else in the movie theater since then.
Right.
Actually, I haven't, because I've been thinking about going back and seeing Avatar: Fire and Ash again since then,
Mhm.
which we'll talk about that in a second. Actually, that's a fun topic. I didn't watch Landman. I watched Pluribus. Obviously Fallout. I tried to watch the second batch of Stranger Things, and I fell asleep in about 5 minutes. It was just the very end of the day, and I was exhausted.
Yeah, I still need to watch those. Mhm.
Yeah. I've only gotten 1 or 2 spoilers. So y'all chat, be careful. But also, they weren't super spoilery. It was more Will being Will and letting others know who Will is, if that might be the way to say that without being too spoilery.
Right.
And I think that was kind of about it. But Five Nights at Freddy's 2. It is kind of sci-fi or supernatural almost. It's more supernatural or sci-fi.
Yeah, I would say more supernatural. I mean, I haven't watched it. I'm just knowing what from the trailer, and my daughter was like into it when the first one.
Yeah, the first one, I'd never really played the games or anything like that, and I see why it got such bad ratings. I didn't love it by any means. I didn't even really like it a whole bunch, but I liked it enough, and it was intriguing, and it changed the type of little subgenre that I'm used to with that up a bit, which was nice. I still would rather watch Willy's Wonderland, the Nick Cage version of that, kind of making fun of it, but also like totally doing the better version of it too, which is sick. But
sounds interesting.
It's a good one. He doesn't say a single word for the entire film. Film. And it's just Nick Cage he's getting pissed off, killing a bunch of animatronic things, and then sits back and plays pinball on a pinball machine. It's just angrily plays pinball. I haven't watched that movie in a few years. I might actually have to do that again soon. It's stupid and fun, but it's the best version of that possible. But yeah, I honestly, I don't think I've seen a whole bunch in theaters or just sitting at home this past week. It's been such a travel week. I haven't had much time, and I refuse to watch the things I want to watch on my phone screen. It hurts my brain. I can't do it.
Yeah.
YouTube all day, but no, not the good stuff. Well, Mark is bringing up worst sci-fi of the year was definitely Section 31. I didn't even watch it. Just from what everybody else has said, and it did not look great.
I did watch it just for the channel, not because I wanted to, and
Yeah,
because Jay was going on about how bad it was, so I had to check it out. And yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah.
yeah. Um, Speaking of for the channel and Star Trek and stuff, I do need to get back into. I'm about to start getting back into Enterprise, and we're gonna get our memberships back up and stuff and like that, which will be fun. And I gotta finish my membership. Star Trek, SciTrek, Star Trek, chronological order.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be the right order, but it's gonna be in order. Section 31, is that closer to? Is it more Discovery or Strange New Worlds?
Discovery, I think.
So would that be closer to the first 2 seasons of it, or the latter 3 or 4, or whatever it was? Like timeline wise, I guess. Is that
later? I think it would be late. Okay. I think later. I think.
Oh, I was kind of.
I'm
hoping
not
it was
a Star
early
Trek
so
expert, just a fan, right?
Get it out of the way, you know.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll prolong it till Section 31's here, and then that's gonna be an interesting day. Yeah. I guess that's kind of all that we've seen this week. But did you see? I guess about an hour and a half ago now, that the Avatar franchise has become the first film franchise to hit $6 billion.
Oh, wow.
And they did it with 3 movies. And this one's not even remotely done making money yet. It just crossed 200 million domestic and 750 million in global charts. And I think it was 100 million on its first 2 days in China. So if it's hitting that market too, it's just going to keep.
Oh, yeah. In China, that'll be huge. Yeah.
Kicking.
Yep.
Oh. I don't know. Have y'all had the chance to go see that one yet?
See what?
Avatar?
Oh, no. I'd like to, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'll probably end up going to streaming because I'm not going to be able to be going to movies here for a bit. So.
That's true. That's a long movie to sit in as well. But there are a lot of good long ones to sit in coming soon, honestly.
Well, I'm doing the 3-day Lord of the Rings marathon or whatever. So
that's gonna be great. I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited because my daughter hasn't seen it, and I'm excited that she wanted to go and is kind of excited about going, which makes me happy.
Are they Regals?
I'm going to AMC.
Okay. I was going to ask if you were going to do the 40X version of it.
I would like to, but I think just trying to do this 3D, it's easier just to go to the home theater, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway,
closest. We all got one. I just riding with the Rohirrim around Rohan is going to be the best thing ever in 40X, and I'm itching for it already. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
I'm a sucker for 40X, and that's just, put me in, coach. I'm in. I'm there.
Yeah.
Sci-fi Christmas cracker joke. I know a joke about time travel, but you didn't like it.
What?
Because it's time travel. That's great. I love that. Strange New Worlds and Discovery. You mentioned both of those. Does that take into account the price of tickets now to the price of tickets in 1977 Star Wars release? Yeah, I believe it does. Because I think Lucasfilm has made far more than $6 billion, but that's with all the ancillary media, et cetera, et cetera. This is 3 films. And I don't think the first 3 Star Wars films, I don't know what they are, inflation wise, for today necessarily, but I can't imagine they'd be too far off, but I don't know if each one of them even hit $1 billion technically, much less the 2 that Avatar seemed to hit, which is just utterly insane. But yeah, I think Avatar was a really good way to end the sci-fi of the year. I'm super happy that it's hit that $6 billion mark. James Cameron's keeping filmmaking alive.
Yeah.
I wish he was doing more than just the Avatar movies, but I'm so happy with the Avatar movies at the same time. I'm a sucker for them. I'll take it all day. Hey, they're great.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I rewatched the first 2 Avatar movies.
Oh, okay.
That reminded me. So yeah.
Which one do you like better?
I think 2 is better, but I mean 1 is a lot of building the world and the relationships and who the people are. So we kind of, in the second one, you already know who these people are, and you kind of like that Sully's got like a whole family now and everything. Is kind of cool. Yeah.
It does. So, it's a little jarring just having the kids be as central to the plot as they are.
Right.
But I love it. I don't think there's a whole bunch of spirituality kind of tossed into movies nowadays, and
no,
it just hits something that you just don't see anywhere else. Sure, it's not something that's not been done before besides the technicalities of it, plot wise, story wise. Sure, we can see similarities in a lot of places, but hell, the hero's journey is the hero's journey. We've been reading the same book in 1,000 different ways since the dawn of time,
Yep.
I just every time I think about Avatar, I just start gushing about it, for right, wrong, or indifferent. It's so good. I just enjoy the hell out of it. Or what was it, Hell's Gate or Heaven's Gate? I forget all the different terms of their the heaven, the Hallelujah Mountains and Hell's Gate. I think I'm just trying to figure out all the Avatar terms.
I don't remember.
The Hallelujah Mountains is one. It's either Hell's or Heaven's Gate, where they kind of park up in the first Avatar movie. Maybe it's the second one. And this third one, they do this bridgehead that's insane. Or the second one and the third one, I guess, tied timelines together there. I don't know. I could gush about that all day. If you had to give a best sci-fi movie of 2025, would it be Badlands?
Yeah. I mean, if we're going by just what I've seen, which isn't a lot, but I'd have to go Badlands for sure. It was just so good. I loved it. I gotta watch that again. Is it out on streaming yet? I think you can buy it, but I don't know if it's. Is that a Disney Plus thing? I think so.
Streaming it. Nope, it's not. It will be on Hulu and Disney Plus around February 2026 after its theatrical run is completely finished.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. Okay. I'll definitely
I'm
watch
glad they're giving
again.
it more theatrical run. Personally, I find it a sad day when Giant Smurfs World of Cinema when the first 2 are only okay. They're far more than okay. they're far more than okay. People can say that all day, but there's a reason they make the money they do, and there's a reason people go put their butts in seats when they aren't willing to for the most part. I do understand how people think about them, but then go sit in a movie theater while people are watching it. You don't get that often. Right. Is Harris suggesting that it's Avatar Christian propaganda? No. Spiritual doesn't mean Christian necessarily. Spiritual could mean a whole bunch of things, and I think it's probably the opposite of that. Because
it's more like the one with nature kind of spirituality.
Yeah. And I mean, I've actually been kind of talking a little bit about this the last couple of days because I'm not all religious or anything. Grew up religious. I'm not now. Went to, Christmas Eve service with my family and all that. And that's always fun. Good to see all the people I grew up with and yada, yada.
Yeah.
But I don't think, and, it might be a little dicey to say, but I don't think most, I don't think the religion itself is very spiritual anymore. I think it's much more repetition and obligation than it is actual trying to find depth in something. And I like that Avatar at least is saying, let's do like the native version of it where tune into the world and the world around you and everything else. And I feel like that's missing in a lot of things today. don't need a hound on all that topic or anything like that, but it just it is an interesting parallel to bring up and just think about, because it is wild to see the way that can run people's minds. What's this? Hokey religions and ancient weapons are not matched for a blaster at your side, kid. Damn right. Damn right. Oh, we're gonna have to get into in a little bit the things we're looking forward to or trepidatious of and for 2026. And Mandalorian and Grogu might be one of those, but we will see.
Yeah, like the trailer looks good, but it's kind of like maybe they're leaning into it being like a kind of kids family thing more than more adult, which I guess it's kind of always been that, but I feel it's one of those things like it'll have good moments and other moments where you just kind of roll your eyes.
Yeah, in a big way. Well, I just read something. Haven't seen 3 yet, but seeing The Way of Water in 3D IMAX was amazing. Oh my god, 40x IMAX, either or. If you can get in those seats, those are the way to do it.
I mean, the visuals are great. I don't know if there's really the story is the greatest. It's not bad. It's not anything that's super original, or it's all about the visuals, really.
Oh yeah, and I think the third one changes that, which is good. It's very much about the story now, and I'm ecstatic to see where it goes. Lordy, it is it's a whole thing. I don't think that's what's happening, Alex. I'm not going to put that one up the screen.
Well, they go around just out everywhere is kind of wild. Anyway.
Yeah.
Whatever. The tail. Wait, there's one in their hair and one in the tail, right? Or is it just?
No, it's just the hair.
Oh, the hair. Okay.
Everything on the planet is able to be kind of plugged into, because they are all part of the same. I do like. It's not a spoiler to say it. They have I guess Awa,
yeah.
And I guess the thing that makes Awa is the mycelium on the planet. So it is just a giant fungus planet, which is really fun. That takes place. There's a big plot point with that in the third one, which is fun. I thought I wasn't gonna like that. That plot point got spoiled for me before I went to go see it. Well, I guess it's in the trailer as well. Spider, the human kid.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I ended up liking that twist a little bit more than I expected to. But yeah, anyway, that's probably the most fun to talk about sci-fi of this year. Badlands is probably the best sci-fi of the year.
As far as movies,
such good in it. It has such good in it, and then it just Ruffalo just I love me some Mark Ruffalo, but come on, man.
I'll watch it. Really I wanted to see it, and then you've said what you've said about it, and so I've kind of been like, do I want to? But I should watch it just because I should keep up on everything going on.
It's worth it for Naomi Ackie and Robert Pattinson's performances. They are phenomenal, and Robert Pattinson particularly is insane in his 2 roles. As great as Sinners is, it does the twin thing better. And it's not twins, of course. It's a clone, rather. But it does it better. And Sinners does it masterfully. Mickey 17, more so. And just the movie Sinners is a much better movie than Mickey 17 ended up being, sadly. And that's not a bad thing, because Ryan Coogler and Sinners are both freaking awesome. But, it's Bong Joon-ho, who did Parasite, Okja, and everything else. Snowpiercer, he's creme de la creme, and come on, Ruffalo. It still hurts my soul.
Right.
But that being said, what is the worst sci-fi of 2025 if you had to kind of put it into words? You mind real quickly.
Well, some of this was like some of the episodes of Strange New Worlds, but not the whole, every episode wasn't horrible.
If we're thinking movie wise.
But movie, God.
There's an easy one. You want to give you a hint?
Section 31 was last year, though, wasn't it?
Oh, I
don't
guess
think
that's
that
a
was
movie
this year.
too. It was this year, I think.
Okay.
That might actually take the cake.
Mm-hmm.
That might actually take the cake. I was gonna say the
Yeah.
Electric State.
Oh, yes, Electric State. It wasn't. It was like okay.
It was
I don't know if
okay.
it was horrible. It was just like, okay, that's kind of a sci-fi movie. There's some, some of the robots are kind of cute, whatever. But it
just
wasn't
ended up
like,
being
yeah.
soulless and lifeless, and you could
Mm-hmm.
feel that there was so much more there, and it just falls apart on itself.
Yeah, it does feel like it's missing. I don't know what, but just
Heart.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
but what could you do to fix it? I don't know. Anyway.
Stick closer to the original comics. They changed a lot, honestly. I don't think it's a comic. It is a graphic
Oh, that's
novel,
right. It was
I
based
believe.
on a graphic novel. Yeah, I
But
haven't read that, so I wouldn't. Yeah. Okay.
The Secular Monk is tossing in some stuff to think about for 2026, though. Top 5 movies I'm looking forward to next year in no particular order.
Yeah. Yes.
Project Hail Mary, Avengers Endgame, or Avengers Doomsday, Odyssey, Dune 3.
Yeah, for sure.
What's Digger?
Seems like I've heard that. What is it? I don't remember, but it seems like I've seen or heard something about that, but I can't remember what it is exactly.
There's one. Is it the one that came out in 2020? 2026. Oh, this is different. Let me share this so we can all learn about it at the same time.
Oh, it's a comedy film, but is it science fiction or is it just?
Oh, it's Alejandro Inarritu. Oh, no way. Have I seen anything about this? Tom Cruise? Oh. Yes, I've seen this trailer. I think. Is there a trailer? I don't know. But yeah, that's got a really, really good cast. It looks very interesting. Yeah, and I'm with you particularly on Project Hail Mary and Dune 3. Avengers Doomsday, I'll be in it on day one.
I'm not excited about that because I'm just so
I'm over
the whole superhero thing. I'm done. It's just like I just bored with it. I'm over it. I mean, I'll watch it. I watched Fantastic Four and Superman, but
and those were both good.
Yeah, they were good. Yeah, I like Fantastic Four more than
me too.
More than Superman, but it's kind of they both have like
ups and downs in a big way.
They're just different enough that I don't know if you can really compare them. I don't know how to explain it, but anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, there's the trailer. Okay, I thought so.
They just have a different feel, a different vibe, and it's just like, but I like them. They were both good movies. I didn't hate seeing them. I didn't feel bored. At least it felt like it had enough of a freshness to it or a different twist to it that I didn't hate it. But it wasn't anything that was like going to blow me away and, oh my God, I can't wait to see that movie again. No.
Yeah. I wonder if the year of superhero movies not starting out with Captain America, which was the worst superhero movie of the year easily, would have maybe set the stage a little bit better for just digesting the other ones. But it made the other ones that came out this year not make a whole bunch of money. Superman made a little bit of money. Fantastic Four made a little bit of money, but neither are doing what either one of those studios wanted them to. Thunderbolts, I think, is by and far the best superhero movie of the year.
Yeah. New Year's resolution, I'm going to keep on my computer or a notepad, I'm going to start writing down everything I watch. So I remember at the end of the year. That'll be a thing. I
actually just got a journal for that, for books and for movies and TV, and I'm going to do both. So that way I can be really on it every beginning of every Sunday, and it's just fun to keep up, and because we talk about it so often, it's good to do that.
Yeah. We need to make our nominations. I mean, not that we're going to do a video, I don't know, whatever, however we're doing that, but So we
I
can,
have the
all of
list
us
for the
can.
Chevron Awards.
Okay, you do. All right,
Uh-huh.
cool. So we can.
We're
Later on.
gonna do that the second half of February and like the
Yeah.
first week of March. I think is what we're truly planning on, just to let the chat know and get their their wavelengths ready for it. You know. But does this intrigue you at all? Monk brings it up. RDJ's back as a villain. This intrigues me. Does that move the needle for you at all?
No, I just am still like, I don't get why they brought him back. I think they should have done it as, I think that was a mistake. Like we've seen enough of him, you know. I mean, yes, he was perfect Tony Stark Iron Man. He was the perfect for that. Like, just that was.
And he's a great actor. I'm sure he's going to do great.
I don't want to see him as another. I don't want to see it. No. I don't want it. Get somebody else, you know? Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but it not only reeks of desperation from like Marvel and Disney side of things, sadly, it also does from his side of things. It's like, okay, so you got an Oscar and Oppenheimer and you chose this as your next project again? Because you didn't really make a whole bunch of money from Oppenheimer necessarily, I guess. So it's kind of, I need that payday.
They threw a bunch of money at him, but I'm just like,
well, because he thought
I just think that movie is gonna
franchise.
I just have my intuition is just that Doomsday is gonna flop, just completely flop. That's my prediction.
You know what? I think Chris Evans does return too. It is a little bit of an eye roll as well, because I love Chris Evans and I think he's an amazing actor as well, but he just hasn't been able to get that foothold since. He's had Knives Out.
Yeah.
And everything else has been a little bit iffy. The best thing besides that might be The Gray Man. And I know people do not like The Gray Man a lot of times. I like it all right, and I do enjoy his villain in there, but it's not the best movie in the world either.
Well, at least he's coming back as Captain America, though. That makes sense, at least.
That or Captain
Having RDJ come back as a totally different character, I don't get it.
I actually think Chris Evans is going to come back as evil Captain America too. I think it's going to be Captain Hydra, not Captain America. And that is just a big eye roll as well, sadly. It's just RDJ was almost Dr. Doom in the 2000s Fantastic Four film, and his Doom is somehow connected to Tony Stark. Yeah, the prevailing theory, I believe, goes as such. Tony Stark, as we know him, was actually Victor Von Doom. And his parents either had a miscarriage or had the original Tony die early, something like that. And this was an adoptive child, and Tony was actually always Victor Von Doom all along.
That's even lamer. That's even worse, I think.
I will debate walking out of the movie theater if that's the case.
Yeah.
I understand how it kind of sounds fun, but I will debate walking out of the movie theater if that's the case. You know, let's see what Jamie might think about something like this.
Oh, hello. And then there were 3.
Hello.
Hey.
I can't figure out which side my camera's on this thing. Can I do that?
Every side. Oh.
Whoa.
No. I dropped it.
Actually, every side. It is kind of fun.
God damn it. There, that I don't know which way to look. So I decided to go on my iPad, and I'm totally, it's over there. I gotta look over there. Hey.
No worries. Okay. Before we ask you how your Christmas was and everything, we need your thoughts on Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Doom. Or coming into things as Doom.
Yeah.
But now that it's actually here.
Oh, okay, yeah, because it's nearly as soon as I know it's based on a comic book run. So it's technically not weird, but it's a bit weird.
It's inspired by.
Yeah, well, no, there was one run, wasn't there, where basically Stark became Doom.
No.
Well, it's not the traditional Doom character.
He never became...
Wasn't there one special thing he run? Oh, is it the... Oh, no, sorry. Go on, you
He never became Doom, but he almost had, like, the equivalent of power Doom had. There have been multiple evil Tony Starks.
Yeah. I thought there was one run when he actually did end up being in an alternative universe. It turned out to be Doom.
It's close because there's 'cause people thought Tom Cruise was going to play that version of Iron Man in Multiverse of Madness, and that didn't end up happening.
Yeah.
I forget what he's called. It's not Ultimate Iron Man or something like that, but it's got like a little alliteration to it like that. But God Emperor Doom is, I think, what they're trying to shoot for.
It smacks as a little bit lazy.
Yeah,
and,
I agree.
Expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Really expensive.
Yes, and I think they're going to regret it.
Now, okay, I was just about to Google the Doomsday budget.
And how much of it goes to Robert Downey Jr.? Oh, sorry, guys. I tried to message you earlier and I just realized my phone's dead.
Oh, no worries. Oh.
I knew it was really late.
Sarah, I was going to say, there's a chance it makes some good money, you know? It's still an Avengers movie.
Somebody's in Texas.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Oh, yes. Oh, I on Friday for the Fallout podcast, I was streaming from a plywood box. Essentially, it wasn't a box; it was an actual house, but it felt like it. You know, looked like it too. It's reporting that the Doomsday budget's between $500 and $600 million, strictly for just the production budget.
So you can add another at least $300 or $400 million onto that minimum.
Yeah.
So it's got to make a minimum of 1.2, 1.5 to actually.
Which it won't.
Nope. It's gonna flop big time, I think.
Oh wow. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna stop. I mean, flop in a big way.
I don't think it's gonna. We got to remember though that cinema is not the be all and end all anymore.
Yeah, the streaming they might.
Box office isn't. Yeah, box office isn't the be all and end all. If it was to break even, that would be a success.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a brilliant victory, and it will do brilliantly on home box office. It just will.
Did you see that as of about an hour and a half ago, Avatar has now been the first film franchise to reach $6 billion with their films alone.
And it's only the third film.
And it just came out a week and a half ago.
Yeah, to the first two that make more than $2 billion then each.
Avatar is $2.903 billion, and Avatar 2 is 2.415 or 2.514, something like that.
See, now we hit like Superman came out. What was that? 500, 600?
668, I think.
It was nearly 7, wasn't it? Fantastic Four barely hit 500. Was it?
Yeah, I think it was 540,
70, 460, something like that. 540 in the end, was it?
I think.
They would have dreamed of a third of Avatars. First go around. But the Avatars are very, very, very expensive to make.
Yes.
That too.
So,
luckily, most of it was filmed 10 years ago.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Was it the first one cost to make? It was like £1 billion or something. It was like $800 or $900 million or something. It was, but they've said it's not really, because really that's making like 3 of them. So there's an awful lot of like cost up front sort of thing.
Right, because they developed some new CGI stuff or whatever to make it, right?
And it was like Harris said as well, they filmed basically a load of all the stuff for like 3 films. And they've kept all the same sets, and they've done a lot of the work was done in a lot of the sets of CGI anyway, weren't they? But you know, a lot of the costs came from up front sort of thing. So
so about 230 for that first one.
Yeah, I think it was more than that. Well, that's what they said at the time. It was more than that, but I suppose this is going to be looking back, though, isn't it? Now, the initial budget was way more than that, but they basically said the bulk of that's going to be spread over 3 films.
Yes, well, and they already have, I guess, scenes filmed for 4. They already have, I think, a part of the first act, and then they say there's an 8-year time jump at a certain point, which now they're going to get the actors back into film again. Which that's insane in and of itself.
Right.
But isn't that they basically invented a new sort of CGI? I think was what you were saying, Sarah, wasn't it?
I think there was something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's an awful lot of cost early on, but now they'll look back and spread it. But also, we know with Hollywood, they like to move numbers around and
the shuffle.
Get a bit creative with their budgets.
I'm sure they're making money on that CGI they develop too.
Oh, definitely. They're selling all of the different technology they have, licensing it out, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But on Downey being thing, then I don't know. It almost feels a little bit desperate to me. I think the storyline is logical.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense that there's this alternative Stark that's he'll be evil for some reason, and he's trying to do something. See, I actually really enjoyed Fantastic Four. I actually thought it was better than Superman. I seem to be in the minority on that one, but I thought it was better than Superman.
We just agreed with you.
We were talking about it earlier, and we thought that too.
We're also sci-fi nerds, the three of us, so that might lean that way.
I just look, for me, Fantastic Four though is a bit like Guardians of the Galaxy. You're watching it thinking this shouldn't work, but then you actually watch the film and go, "This is great." I really enjoyed it. And I was going to say, I really enjoyed the other Avengers movie as well, which I've now forgotten the name of. The new Avengers.
Oh, Thunderbolts. Yep.
Thunderbolts. I really enjoyed Thunderbolts.
New Avengers technically as well.
Yeah, the end was weak, but other than that, I thought it was a really good film. I think Marvel have started doing some much better movies, but they've got to bring them in at way low budgets. What did you say it was? 600 million. It's only remember that's what Disney spent on 2 seasons of Andor.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Disney are just ridiculous, but actually Disney keep making money though. They're
they're the only studio this year that's made a film with $1 billion, and they've had 2.
Yeah,
Lilo and Stitch, which we forget about, which is also sci-fi.
Technically,
it's really good. I watched it when it came on Disney. But I tell you,
have you seen the original one?
Of course.
Good.
Yeah, I've got kids. Yeah, I watched it many times. But actually, I really like live action. Disney, I don't understand the business model of putting their movies straight onto Disney within like 9 weeks of cinema release or 12 weeks of cinema release. I just don't get it. They're shooting themselves in the foot.
Makes me bang my head against the wall.
What they should do is come out tomorrow and go, this movie is coming out to the cinema and it will not be on Disney Plus for 6 months. They would they might not double their box office, but they would increase it significantly.
Yeah.
Do you know what Disney used to do back in the day? They never used to have their big movies out like for sale at once. So like so you'll remember this because you're obviously significantly younger than me, but older than this man-child over here. So when they had them on video, they would release them in thing, and they'd be in the shops for like 6 months, and then they'd disappear, and the next one would come out. So you get like the Snow White anniversary, 50th anniversary or something.
Right, and there's a limited run of them, and you had to get it. Yeah.
Then it would disappear again. So all the Disney movies were kind of special because of that, because you couldn't get them all the time. And then sort of, I don't know when it was. I was in my 20s, maybe early 20s or something. They just started putting everything on a DVD, and they were available all of the time. So they became less special. They were never on the telly, for example. They were just never on the TV. So they were like really special when they were. And then you got Disney Plus, and everything's on there all the time, so nothing's special anymore. And Disney, I just think they've just shot themselves in the foot.
Right. It's the same thing with those like holiday shows, like The Grinch and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It was like kind of like an appointment thing to watch like every year. And now it's like you can just watch it in July if you want to. Who cares?
Yeah, there's so many
not
options.
Special anymore.
It's just sad now.
Yeah.
They even cannibalize their own markets. With Santa Claus or the Santa Claus with Tim Allen is now Santa Clauses or whatever on TV, and you can get 2 seasons of it or whatever it is, and it's just it cannibalizes itself. It's no fun.
But I think as well they've just prioritized on Disney Plus over everything, and they're still making money on all these projects, and they still put things on home box office. Home box office, they didn't make as much money as Superman did in the home box office, even though apparently worldwide, Fantastic Four actually did a bit better on box office than Superman did. But like in the West, Superman killed it. But I mean, that's in part, I think, because in the West, we know it's going to be on Disney Plus in a few weeks, so why bother?
Right.
Whereas Superman, because it's on Warner, I know for Britain, I'm like, well, I'm going to have to buy that now because I don't know when I don't know where I'm going to be able to see that, because we don't have a HBO here. So, and lots of places in Europe don't. So, as is, they've got a deal with Sky here, which do the satellite dishes sort of thing, and so they've got a Sky Cinema, so it's on there, but it's a paid thing. You have to pay for it, but basically all the HBO films go on there until they then eventually go on Netflix. But that's after like 18 months or something.
Yeah.
So so Warner always does quite well with DVD sales, which nobody gets DVD sales anymore, but Warner still does, because they release things and they only release it on either home cinema or DVD, and so people still buy them.
It's the reason Zaslav has actually been bringing the company back from what it's at, and I guess now it's time to sell it.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll get a job out of it. You know, he's not stupid.
Oh, he's either getting a job or retiring pretty for the rest of his life, not having to worry about it.
Yeah. But I mean, one of the things Warner Brothers has done is all those like animated Batman movies and things they do, and they release them on DVD. They release all of them on DVD or Blu-ray.
Yeah,
and they sell.
The DC animated universe was almost the blueprint for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It was the only successful thing that had happened for more than 10, 15, 20 years at a time by then. And maybe by the time they started, it was more 10 or 15 years. But the DC animated universe, I think, ended like 2 or 3 years ago, which means it lasted kind of the majority of my lifetime, at least so far.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, the Batman thing came out when I was a kid, the first Batman animated series, and really it's been running since then. And I was 8 or 9 or something when it came out, the original first Batman series, which still stands up today. It still looks amazing. It's got to be nearly 40 years ago. So
like early 90s,
yeah. So they've been doing great Batman stuff ever since then. Really, these animated movies, Batman Samurai, and all these things. But they released them especially with some, Blu-rays. But Disney, they're just, for me, they're shooting themselves in the foot.
Oh, in a big way.
I really want to see. I've already seen it 3 times, but I really want to see Predator Badlands again.
Yeah, I know.
I saw it twice at the cinema and once dodgily. Thanks to our music
dodgily.
But I saw a version that wasn't amazing, to be fair, but it was still pretty good. But then that's the only film I cannot remember for the years that I've seen twice at the cinema.
Well, we will ask you in just a moment your favorite, your least favorite, or what you think was the best, what you think was the worst, and what's been the most fun to talk about this year. But before we do that,
TV
Merry freaking Christmas.
No, wait. TV or movies?
Movies. We haven't done TV yet.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay. Go on. Let me. I gotta think about it for all you're talking. Go on.
Oh well, we were gonna let you drone on about how good your Christmas was.
It was good actually. I spent a nice bit of time with family. I went to see my mum and dad in Cumbria, which is nice. It's a place in the UK that never stops raining ever.
Hey, Seattle or Beaumont, where we are.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But my brother lives up there, and I never see him. So I got my brother and my nephews up there. So I see him 3 or 4 times a year if I'm lucky, sort of thing. So that was really nice.
Yeah.
Spent Christmas Day with my brother and my grandbabies, and my son and my grandbabies. Sorry. And then today I've been playing games and stuff. And my mum and dad came down, so yeah, it's really, really nice Christmas.
Good.
I had a bad tummy on Boxing Day, so the Boxing Day we'll say as little about as we can. But I've been dieting. And then I decided, sod this, I'm going to eat whatever I want. And my stomach went, no.
Nope.
Nope. So I started dieting again then. And the stomach went, probably for the best. So, sorry, my thing is going to keep wobbling. But yeah.
My stomach will be the same in the first week of February.
Movie that I hated the most this year.
We're thinking SciFi. That was Sarah's, I believe.
Did that come out this year?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. It's just wait for my Section 31 video tomorrow, Sarah. It's really good. I figured out how to.
Yeah, I saw the thing for it, but it's members right now. But I'll watch it when it's
tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's you're not a member. It's a shame I can't give out free memberships. You should be able to give out free memberships, shouldn't you? That should be a thing.
Well, it doesn't make sense for YouTube. For Patreon, it makes sense.
You can gift memberships on Patreon or whatever.
You can get a week for free. But don't bother. Yeah.
I'm not
Section 31 is the worst. Is the one that I've got to
Yeah.
just put as like, nah.
I put,
Mhm.
because I didn't watch Section 31, of course. So my worst for the year was The Electric State.
Oh god, yeah, that's pretty fucking bad actually. That is gonna be my nah movie. That was a big pile of nothing, that film.
Okay.
There wasn't even nothing there for me to hate. It was just
Yeah, it was okay. It had little moments.
Yeah.
I just found it a bit weird.
Sarah and I were talking about it.
it.
It has everything it needs for a good movie, and it just doesn't have heart or soul. It's missing like an essence of something.
Yeah.
SciFi movies. 2025. Let's have a look.
You see anything else this week?
I've got a different one for my worst one.
Oh
god, it was so bad.
We're bracing.
No, I'm still going to go with Section 31 because it made me angry. So can I say my answers then? Now? Are you waiting for my answers?
Come on.
Go ahead.
I'm just having a quick look through what came out. Okay. An honourable mention
for bad
is the War of the Worlds that they did with picking
Ice Cube.
Oh, I watched that.
I couldn't.
Yeah, that was like a made during COVID or whatever, right? And that's why it was also like Zoom call movie. It was a Zoom call movie. It was like,
really
let's do a movie, but on a Zoom call.
Yeah. It was bad.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so badly written and so badly everything.
Yeah, it was so lame.
How did they get that many quite good actors in it? I just don't know how they managed it.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept, but it just they didn't execute it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supposedly, the directors of it wanted to do something entirely different and make it like a small niche kind of low budget version of it. And then they said, no, you need to put more. You need to do a little bit more. And the studio kind of came in and took it over in a lot of ways. And that made me not want to even try it. And I was like, I'm not even gonna watch this one. Oops.
It's worth a watch because it's an interesting concept the way they did it. It's just, like I said, it just wasn't executed or written very well.
Can I just watch the old one again?
Yeah. There's two old ones.
Good point. Both of them instead.
I'm not doing this, by the way, how you asked me to do it at all. So there's another second honorable mention.
Okay.
The famous film on
going with the flow here.
I think it was on Amazon. That's all.
Which one?
Running Man.
Called Osiris.
Osiris?
I'm going to give that my surprise movie of the year. It's a sci-fi film. It's got a massive budget, but actually they do really well with what they did. Linda Hamilton's in it, and she's like on the front stage, she's like, I'm the main star. And she's literally in it for about 5 minutes, and then she dies. But
one of those movies.
It's just really good. Honestly, go check it out. Watch it. It also shows it had a budget of $6 million. Right.
This one?
Yeah, that's it. But actually, they put every single dollar on the screen. It's really quite impressive. These bad guys are actually really good.
Real quick.
Yeah.
She is fighting against Demogorgons here and in Stranger Things?
Basically, yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it's really good.
Yeah.
A film.
She has a twin sister.
Well, yeah. I'm not going to have Electric State as my meh movie. I'm going to have Mickey 17 as my meh movie. I actually got convinced that might be quite good. And I went to the cinema to watch it, and it wasn't. It was just very meh.
I would have really liked it if Ruffalo hadn't Ruffaloed the way he did.
Ruffalo.
Yeah, I agree with you. He was terrible in it.
The rest of the film is pretty damn good.
Yeah, but it didn't make me angry, and it was quite clever in a few places.
Yes,
but it's one of those films you think this is actually quite a clever idea. Why didn't they do it better? And that's basically that. Almost why you comes away from it a little frustrated, thinking this could have been. It's almost like a bit like me for the Nightmare on Nightmare at Christmas. What's it called?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Thank you. I was going to Nightmare on Elm Street. That's not it. The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Crossover.
Yeah. Nightmare Before Christmas, though, it's a really good film. It's an enjoyable film. But it should have been better. It's such a good idea. I just think that's a brilliant idea. and they just didn't execute it very well.
I'm such a Tim Burton guy,
I
think that about most of his movies. But I'm a big fan of him, but at the same time, there's just there's one step missing, one thing missing, or Tim Burton would be one of the best directors on the planet.
Well,
He's definitely one of the most
that's
unique.
why he frustrates me so much, because he does have good ideas, he does good things, but he Tim Burtons them, and it drives me up the bloody wall. I don't like his style. So,
I like the style.
It's creative. It's different. I like that.
Well, but Mickey 17 is my bleh movie, even though it could just as easily been of Electric State. I didn't like Electric State at all. I didn't think it was a very good film, but it did make me angry. Another film that really did Badlands come out this year? It did.
Yes,
didn't it?
yes.
That
was both of ours favorite sci-fi of the year. Movie, at least.
No, not Badlands. Not Predator Badlands. The other one.
Oh, Killer of Killers.
With Kevin Hart.
Oh.
Wasn't that called Badlands?
Oh, Borderlands.
Borderlands.
I've thrown that so far
gamer,
back in the memory bank.
Borderlands was embarrassing.
That was this year?
Wow. Yeah. That seems like
year. I don't know when it came out.
Eternity ago.
If there was I was embarrassed to watch it and feel sorry for everyone in it and everyone that made it. Borderlands. Okay, it was last year. I watched it this year. So it would have been streaming this year.
Wasn't Kate Blanchett in that? Which is like
it's her worst movie.
She doesn't age, that woman. I still would. She's gorgeous. But anyway.
Her and I are about the same age, maybe close.
You're gorgeous too, babes.
That movie was purged from my mind.
Oh God, I wish it could be
so bad.
I couldn't tell you a damn thing that happened in it.
Now I feel like I have to watch it just to be in on it.
It's one of those films that's so bad it's just bad. So sometimes you get a film that's so bad it's brilliant, like Space Truckers with thinking that should not be a good film.
Space Truckers.
Oh, it's a classic thing. Oh, what's it? Dennis Hopper isn't he? He's the main guy. And the guy from Blade, he's in it as well. The Frost guy from Blade, I do remember his name. He's in it.
Chris Christopherson? No.
Is it Chris? No, not Whistler. The young, the baddie.
Frosty Tips,
the first one. But anyway, Frost from the first one. It's a Space Truckers is marvelous, Sarah, but they made it for no money. The villain is genuinely terrifying. It was like this big bloody manga cartoonist designer that designed the villain costumes, sort of thing. Stephen Dorff, thank you. You know how traditionally great I am with names, right?
Of course.
But Space Truckers has got things like they've got genetically engineered square pigs so that they can stack them better in the cargo hold.
Is there a picture of those?
Okay, we're going to Google.
We gotta see a picture of that.
It was made for absolutely nothing. It's really cheesy, but it's just so bad. It's brilliant. Oh, and a lot of it's done bad on purpose. The guy said he was trying to do like this classic B movie thing, and one of the things was they're walking between two of the truck carriages, sort of thing, and yeah, exactly. And you can see the ropes. And you can see
dancing in it.
Yeah, he's the main villain. It's glorious. Go and watch it. It's an amazing film. But remember what it is. It's supposed to be a 1960s rip-off of like a B movie. And it's glorious. Right. But at times you see the special effects and stuff are really dodgy.
3K.
Oh, yeah. Or you can see things as well, like where you can see the strings in places, or you can see mistakes. And the director was like, we either did it on purpose or left them in because it just added to the feel of like the 1960s Technicolor, sci-fi B movie. It's glorious, it's perfect. People watch it and go, "Oh, this is shit. It's cheap." And I'm like, "No, you're missing the point. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to."
Would you almost say it's obviously not the same plot or like similar, but in that sense? But would it feel kind of like Tremors in space in a sense, just like that great B movie,
or Critters or something like that?
Oh,
that's
cool.
The sort of film it's supposed to be like. Yeah, early 80s sci-fi. That's the sort of thing it's supposed to be, or like inspired by Barbarella or something like that. well, like technical sci-fi, less boobs in it, obviously. But I'm going to say now how hot Barbarella was, and I didn't realize actually you do see her boobs. I didn't realize that. I've watched Barbarella loads of times and not actually realize you see Jane Fonda's boobs through the uniform. I had to really look. Anyway, what was I saying before that? Before I started thinking about Jane Fonda's boobs.
Well, here's another.
I'm definitely not thinking about Jane Fonda's boobs.
I think about them a lot. I'm single. Borderlands though is not trying to
not
be
my
bad.
thing.
Yeah, it's trying to be a colourful, action-packed comedy, but it's just bad. It's just a bad film. But anyway,
it tries to be that bargain bin Guardians of the Galaxy, like I think Monk just called it a few minutes ago.
It was a horrendously expensive Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, I thought that said Eli Roth's worst work. I mean, best work at first. I was like, what?
No,
but no, it's
really
easily his worst.
What movie are we talking? Barbarella?
No, that's
okay.
Borderlands still.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, my three are Predator Badlands is probably my favorite film of the year.
Me too.
Adore that film. Section 31 made me angrier than I knew I could be at a movie. I love Michelle Yeoh. I adore her. She is a queen, and Empress Giorgio is the best character probably that we've had in New Trek for me. I love her. Right up until
annoying in Section 31.
Oh, it's just painful, and it ruined that character for me, and it really made me think bad about the actress. But yeah, there's a really easy way they could have fixed it.
Doesn't help that she did that School of Good and Evil, or Bad and Evil, whatever it was, and then she also just did the 2 Wicked movies.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why, like, you lean, and she is a great actress, specifically a great actress.
Yeah.
Everything Everywhere All at Once,
everything,
proved that she can really do it, and she won an Oscar for it, and deservedly so in a lot of ways. Still think Kate Blanchett should have won for Tar, but anyway, that's a few years back, you know. I don't know. I think it's Everywhere All at Once's fault that she keeps getting hired for English roles that are super heavy in English. But one of the best things Everything Everywhere All at Once did was it leans into her being the immigrant mother of the scent, and it does lean into her kind of starting the business and with her husband and them falling out and all the different aspects of the film itself. But and you know, I don't want to be like her English is bad, don't go watch her or anything like that, but it's you need to lean into performers' sensibilities, and I think everyone who's cast her in the last few years have not done that, and they are strictly going, oh, we can get Michelle Yeoh. We can get Michelle Yeoh. It doesn't matter if this role makes sense or not for her. We want her. And I get it, because it's Michelle freaking Yeoh, and she's awesome.
That's what happened with Section 31, mate, to be honest. They had her under contract, and they just went, we'd love to do something. And so they did Section 31. I think it really harmed her career. But I'm sorry, because she's in everything. But her main thing was that her stunt and martial arts, you know, she's she comes from the same school of Jackie Chan, that sort of thing. She's an incredible martial artist, an incredible stunt woman. She can't do that anymore. You know, her body's kind of bad, sort of thing. You've seen it in a few things now. You seen it in let's call it Tai Chi. What was the 7 rings, the 6 rings Marvel film?
Shang-Chi.
And what was it? The 10 Rings of Power or whatever it was. I don't know what I mean.
Shang-Chi, she doesn't move as well as she used to. You know, so but she's an older lady now.
She fought pretty well in Everything Everywhere All at Once, but that was edited very specifically for the fights and such as well.
And a lot of it wasn't.
She was in that Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Or whatever. Yeah.
Which was just phenomenal.
Cinematic perfection.
Yeah, that's what made her a star. She is the female Bruce Lee, and she's the female Jackie Chan. Because remember, Jackie Chan is less of a martial artist and more of a stuntman. You know, he is a great martial artist, but Bruce Lee was a martial artist. He was a genius. Jackie Chan is more of a stuntman who does martial arts, and so is Michelle Yeoh. Really, it's from that same.
Cliff Booth can still beat Bruce Lee's ass.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, because that's what them films said. So.
I have to go here in about 10 minutes. Just
no problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, Badlands, Mickey 17 was my film. Osiris is my surprise film. And yeah, Predator Badlands is my favorite.
What was the most fun to talk about that you thought of sci-fi wise? Because I said Avatar for mine.
Section 31.
Okay.
Because I hated it so much. So I mean, on the channel, that's what I got. Yeah. We had some interesting conversations about that, but yeah, it's a film I love to hate because
that makes sense.
So bad. But you don't get films that just bad that often. That are just like painful.
Well, yeah. I think
for you, for you,
but you have to like seek them out.
Your equivalent for Star Wars fan, mate, is Acolyte. That's kind of the equivalent. For this is Trekkie, Section 31 comes out, and it feels like Alex Kurtzman personally came around and punched you in the dick.
The worst part about that is, I think, I mean, obviously, I haven't seen Star Trek Section 31, but Star Wars: The Acolyte, we all know how much all of us didn't like it. I would say it's better than Section 31 in the sense of
probably is.
It at least had some great action scenes.
I would agree.
I think for 2 or 3 of the episodes, and
Section 31 had some really good action scenes in it. They didn't make any sense, but they were good action scenes.
See, at least they made sense. They made sense in Acolyte. The only I hate that I'm even giving Acolyte a pass on something, but it's the final fights, not the final fight with, like, I guess the twins and all that stuff going on, but the big fight where you get, this wasn't Chimere, whatever his name was, the Darth guy that wasn't really a Darth, who had the helmet that unignited lightsabers. That was a phenomenal fight, and he slaughtered everybody. And that was like, oh, Disney's doing this. And then
well, imagine the Acolyte if they sucked all of the Star Wars out of it.
That's what
Section 31 was. It was not a very good film with all the bits we actually like sucked out of it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I would lean towards Acolyte, maybe being just a little bit better. Acolyte was this year too, wasn't it? Was that beginning of the year?
I don't know.
Was that the end of last year? I want to say end of last year, maybe early this year. Maybe it's both.
June 4th, 2024. No, it was last year.
It goes by so damn quick. It was last Christmas, just like 2 weeks ago.
Honestly, I can't believe this is our last Sci-Fi Sundays of the year, and in 3 days, there goes 25.
Yeah. I'm going to spend the next 6 months trying not to write 2025 and everything and write 2026. And then by the time I get used to 2026, it'll be 2027. And then I turn 50 and I will die crying.
It's not that bad.
If I look like you when I turn 50, it's fine. But unfortunately, I look like this. And I'm
go to Turkey. Get a hairdresser.
I need a hair implant.
Yes, you go to Turkey.
The back half of mine.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to Turkey to get the hair implants. That's
you want this bit?
Yeah, go send it over.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll do it. Stick it in a pillow. Send it over. I'll stick it in.
Okay, before Sarah has to jump out of here, though, let's do TV.
Right.
Have you got long enough, Sarah?
Just to name what my...
You're up first.
Just go.
My best television show of this year, of course, was Alien Earth. I absolutely loved that. Just loved it. Andor and Murderbot. Those are my top 3. Maybe it would be Pluribus if I had seen it, but I've only seen the first 2 episodes, so I can't say at this point. But yeah, Alien Earth to me is the best television this year of sci-fi, easily. And Andor is right up there. Yeah, really good.
It'd probably be Andor Foundation for me if I'd seen either one of them. Oops.
I'm trying to think of the sci-fi show I've hated. Going to be Strange New Worlds, isn't it?
It might be a little controversial.
That's what I said. Like some of the episodes of Strange New Worlds was kind of a mix.
It was
there was a couple episodes that were all right, but yeah,
it was a mixed bag. They didn't do a musical, so we're okay.
Yeah, that was
and
good.
we haven't got the puppets episode until the end of next year. So,
Oh God.
I'm trying to think of something I hated last year. I don't get anything.
Yeah, was there a TV show that just leaned out there for you, Sarah, or also, I guess, for one that was fun to talk about?
As far as because it was bad, I can't
Or
really think
in
of it.
general.
Oh, just Alien Earth, because I did my whole. I mean, that's kind of what I kicked off my channel, was talking about this. So it was fun for me. Yeah.
Oh, I've got my worst one.
Go for it.
Ironheart came out this year.
I didn't even watch it.
Oh, I didn't either.
Crap.
Because I just heard everybody just seemed to be like, it was like torture to watch it. So I'm like, I'll skip that.
Yeah.
There you go. Got my list.
Well, let's send them out. What are we talking?
My favorite, it would be Murderbot or Pluribus. I love them both. I thought they were both great. I nearly stopped watching Pluribus after the second episode. I thought it was too slow. Harris will like this. I'm bored. And then I got into it, and it's got the best end to the last 10 seconds of this season. It was just perfection. It was so good. I won't ruin it for you, Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. It's just like, oh, what's that?
Yeah.
It's this joke I made 4 episodes ago.
Well, I'm going to have some time to catch up on stuff, so I'll do that.
It's really good. Yeah. And Murderbot.
Oh, yeah. The tone of that is great.
There's not many series I get excited on the day it comes out. I'm like, oh, it's Friday, Murderbot's out. Come on. Right. I'm going to get me dinner. I'm going to sit down. Come on. I've got somebody being cheeky on one of my videos. You can't. Right, I always skip the first 2 minutes just because you can't pronounce tachyon properly. How do you pronounce tachyon then?
Tachyon.
Tachyon?
Tachyon?
Tachyon? Like, what were they? Yeah. I thought it was just tachyon.
Tachyon.
I can't pronounce it pronouncedly. I pronounce it in English.
Dave said he's send you some afro. He's closer. go get some afro. Honestly.
Yep.
Watch out, David. He's coming for you.
Yeah. I'm just going to put a thing, so I'm not being mean, but yeah, I pronounced it in English. I pronounce it properly.
Properly.
So
the Queen's English, to be more precise.
Yes.
The Queen's English. Hello.
That was perfect timing, Monk.
Ironheart was the series I hated the most. It was just not good. It wasn't Secret Wars bad. It wasn't that, but it was just not good. There's just nothing about it I enjoyed at all. It was just not good. The thing that disappointed me the most was Alien Earth. Sorry, but it just was.
Same here. The first 6 episodes are phenomenal, and then the last 2 happen.
I wouldn't even say the first 6.
I think it was a good setup for the next. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah. No, I get that. The first half of that episode was good. Bye, Sarah.
No.
No,
I just was saying I disagree.
Oh, sorry,
but I do need to go anyway, so I might as well. I need to go, so I should just say goodbye to me. All right. Fun hanging out. I'll not going to be able to do Farscape tomorrow. Just
okay.
So okay. Anyway.
Well, in that case, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. If we don't see you before then.
All right.
Happy holidays.
Tell Brett howdy for us.
All right, I will. Okay. Bye.
Speak to you soon.
Toodles.
I thought for Alien Earth, I thought the first 3 episodes were extraordinary, and then after that, I thought, I know what's going to happen. Your mom's going to get you.
I'm going to mute this because I'm.
He's leaving me on my own. I'm just not going to be here when he comes back. Strange New Worlds also disappointed the hell out of me as well, by the way, but not because it was just so up and down. But Alien Earth, I saw the first 2 episodes a couple of months before it came out, so I was really excited about it. I thought this is going to be the best thing this year. This is phenomenal. And then it came out. Did your mom attack you?
Just about. You've been told to say Jaguar.
Jaguar. It's not Jaguar. It's Jaguar.
Jaguar.
No, Jaguar.
Jaguar? That sounds like
Jag.
Ewer?
Jag.
It's not spelled Jagewer.
Jaguar. You
Jaguar.
put the thing on the G, right? So Jaguar. All right? Not Jaguar. Jaguar.
Jaguar.
No, Jaguar. Why are you going R at the end?
Because it's a big cat. You got to add a little pounds to it, you know?
Jaguar.
Yeah,
how do I not say Tachyon right? Tachyon Pulse Podcast. How do you...
that one's odd.
Jaguar. Yes. It's a strange thing to say. I don't get it. So, fine, whatever.
You know, I didn't watch Ironheart, and I don't know if it's going to make our buddy Monk over here all that happy. My least favorite of the entire year, if Peacemaker counts as sci-fi, is Peacemaker, because it could have been so good, and it was just
first season. Actually, Peacemaker season 2. I'm not going to put that in as a sci-fi because it's a superhero thing, but that's fine. I think those bleed into each other quite a lot, because you can say it is actually sci-fi because you've got the helmets and they're all science-y, and it's the dimension.
And I guess there's not a whole bunch of actual superpowers happening inside the show, too.
So I'm going to change my mind immediately halfway through the sentence that I just made, that actually no, it is sci-fi. But a superhero and sci-fi merge and blend together a lot anyway. I pronounce things how I pronounce them, and I don't care what anyone says. So I'm not going to change now. I'm 47 years old. But what was I going to say?
Peacemaker.
Oh, the first season of Peacemaker was brilliant. I loved it. The second season of Peacemaker was disappointing because it just wasn't as good as the first one. But it was just okay. And it's like, you know, the opening sequence, and they did the dance.
Yeah.
Right. The opening sequence. That was glorious in the first season. I loved it. I thought it was really funny. I thought it was great. The second time they did it, it took me until the end to sort of, it grew on me a bit by the end. But at first I didn't like it at all. So maybe that's because it was different, but I didn't like it. But it did grow on me as time went on a little bit, but it was never as good as the first one. I used to sit and watch the first 10 minutes of the episode just for the little dancey thing that they did. I loved it.
I hated the first season intro.
I know. I loved it. It was so well put together. I just thought it was brilliant. And
I loved the second one, which was weird.
That's so strange, yeah. The second one grew on me. It did grow on me. But, yeah. No, I didn't love it.
It's just the first season I gave a lot of shit, and overall I ended up liking it. I don't love it by any means, but I liked it.
Oh, you have more than once said in my company that you hated it. It was the most hateful thing you'd seen. You've really given it some shit on this channel.
Well, I think the reason I like it, I will say it now, is because of how bad season 2 was. Like, the entire plot should have been 2 episodes. That the entire season is not worth a plot worthy of that amount of time. It is at most 2 episodes. And I'm hey, you know what? There are like literally, and as funny as this was, because this was funny, bird blindness was hilarious, but also it took up half the season. Like literally one joke took up half the season, and it was such a soulless, lifeless, boring ass joke that it just made it a soulless, lifeless, boring ass show. And it could have been so much more when the setup that they had. Imagine if all the setup that they did, which very well could have been done plot-wise in 2 episodes, they did in 2 episodes. And then episode 3 through 8 were actually going through the door and trying cool things out, going to new places, setting up the prison for John Cena, having him try to escape. I don't know. Don't prolong all your BS and actually write a good season rather than say, oh, watch this one and you're going to come back for the third one.
Yeah, there's going to have to be a pretty big payoff to explain how that season ended, because it wasn't a good ending. And I know they're saying like, oh, it'll all make sense. And I'm like, I'd like it to make some sense now.
But before
what has happened? I don't get it. And
zero satisfaction from watching that show.
Yeah, you just come away from going, was that it? Is there another episode? I don't get it. What? something.
That's taking the piss out you. You know, like it's just.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. Yeah, the end was just a nothing sandwich, and it just makes you wonder. I genuinely thought there must be another episode because of the way it ended.
1,000%.
Yeah, so I was looking for it, thinking this can't be the last one. Then I don't get it. This is the 10th episode. I thought this would be the last one. There must be an 11th, and it just wasn't.
And it doesn't help that James Gunn gets online and starts going, we've got a massive cameo in the last few episodes, and we've got the last episode's going to have something really special, really special. Obviously, after the Lex Luthor cameo happened, either the episode or two before the finale, it was like, is that the cameo he's talking about? I hope not. Because that it should be a finale cameo. If it's some cool cameo he's talking about. There was the Justice League in season 1. Oh, and then there was the trepidation of, is he just talking about like a band that he likes? Is it just going to be a special thing for James Gunn and not for his entire audience? Guess what? That's what it was, and it kills me. He's too good of a filmmaker to be doing that kind of stuff. He's too good.
I question how good a filmmaker is. If I'm honest, mate.
The Guardian films are awesome.
The first two are. I don't love the third one. It's the weakest of the three. Anyway, and I think he is. I'm going to be a bit controversial here. He makes really good films that are sort of like almost like B movies, not quite, but that type of thing, where it's a bit silly.
It's like B+ movies almost.
Yeah, it's like Slither with Nathan Fillion in. It was one of his earliest films. It's
so
glorious. It's such a good film. The Guardians of the Galaxy were great because there weren't really any. There was quite low expectations. I don't know about everybody else, but for me, I was like, "Is that going to work?" It wasn't like an Avengers movie or something coming out. There was no, there was no massive expectation for this to do brilliantly. There was no pressure on him to do it, and then it turned into one of the people's favorite Marvel movies of generally that phase at very least. It's up there in the argument with like Ragnarok,
easy.
First Iron Man, the Avengers movies, people's favorites. The problem is now the sort of the gloves are off and he can sort of do what he wants. I'm a bit worried about where DC is going. I know they're comic book movies. All right. Now he seemed to be leaning into it being a comic book movie.
And I do appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, by the style of it and stuff as well, that I think it is. And I don't want to go back to Snyder. Snyder took himself too seriously. But it would have been much, much better if he hadn't have tried to save the squirrel, because that was just silly. And to be honest, the whole thing with the Gaiju, of going from the size of a puppy to that thing, that's a bit silly. Sure, is there a better way you could have done that? You've done that.
The monkeys were a self-insertion for him as well. The typing monkeys was just a self-assertion for James Gunn to be pissed off at people calling him out for not making the quality of films he's made in the past. Yeah, which I think is the worst thing you can say to your audience.
It was a cheesy joke that was poking a bit of fun at people that have said that sort of thing about him, and a million monkeys. It was just silly. Chippendale.
No. Chip. It's an actual DC character, and if that ends up happening, because that would be a James Gunn thing to do.
No. Oh, and to be honest, you know what? As well, I was really on board with Nathan Fillion as Gardner. I forgot his first name, Gavin Gardner. That's all right.
Guy Gardner.
Uh-huh. I've watched it 3 or 4 times now. Every time I watch it, Nathan Fillion gets a little bit more irritating. It doesn't work. And I really enjoyed it in the first one, but I think that was more because I love Nathan Fillion and I was ignoring what he was doing, and he's got a couple of good lines in it. But actually, as a whole, it doesn't really work.
No. Well, Guy Gardner is supposed to be the youngest of the Lanterns. He's supposed to be like 27, 28, maybe. Child, yeah, he's supposed to be 25, 20, either younger than me, to my age, to maybe like a year or two older. And shoot, I'm not saying go cast me or nothing. I don't have the right look or anything like that, but cast somebody age appropriate for it rather than I love Nathan Fillion. We all love Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
There's 1,000 better roles for him, and literally over 1,000 probably better roles for him within DC Comics.
Well, we're not going to get the Firefly bloody reboot because he's been busy with DC. So git. But anyway, and they keep throwing money at him to do more rookies as well, which I was like, he was going to leave last season, now they're doing another one. But anyway, so yeah, I've actually watched Superman. And Superman has got some brilliant bits. I actually think Corran Sweetheart?
David Cornsweet?
Cornsweet.
Yep.
He's phenomenal. He's so good. I really love him as Superman. I think he's great. I think he brings over it's more of the boy from Iowa sort of side of Superman. I think he does great. I know people have had a go at the guy playing Lex Luthor, but I think he did a brilliant job. I think he was a great Lex.
Nicholas Hoult is great.
Yeah, British actor. And I thought the woman playing Lois was a bit strange. She's supposed to capture the screen. She's supposed to be like when she's on screen. It's like that's the thing you look at. And to be honest, I'm looking at the chick behind her with the red and the big glasses, who is the dopey one whose name she was in more in the Christopher Reeves movies, wasn't she? I forgot her character.
Yeah, I don't remember. Is it? It's like Tessa. It's I almost said Moneypenny, but that's not that.
Yes, it's a Moneypenny type character though.
It's like a Tenpenny or something. I don't know what her name is.
Yeah, when she's on screen though, that's all you're looking at. And
well, and the guy that's always with her with the mustache is just. I forget the actor's name, but he's such a good voice actor with that deep, little grovelly voice, but it doesn't look like he'd have the voice he has.
I didn't like the guy they had playing, and I thought his character was a bit stupid as well. The photographer. God damn it!
Oh, Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy. I didn't like the guy that played Jimmy Olsen either, and I thought the whole thing with that women love him, and he's like, I don't get it.
My roommate auditioned and got a call back for that part.
All right.
And he's like a 6'1" ginger guy that would have looked more the part. I do like the actor that got it though.
And it wasn't really the actor as much as the character. For me. I actually thought he looked like Jimmy Olsen. I actually thought his Jimmy Olsen character was good. The whole thing with that incredibly gorgeous woman like fawning all over him, and him
maybe her name's Tessa in there.
I don't know, but that just didn't make sense to me. I just thought it was a bit silly. I know it was James Gunn sort of like, ha, isn't this funny? And I'm like, I'm not sure it's as funny as you think it is. And it doesn't. I suppose it did make the story move forwards. So it did get us to where we needed to go with the story, I suppose. And you know the other thing is, I don't like the Mr. Fantastic either. I don't like
Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific. I know.
I love Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific is the only person that actually does anything in the movie, and nobody else could have been in that film, and it would have pretty much had the same response.
It's his movie.
The worst thing about the Superman film, though, was that it was so predictable. We saw that guy turn up, and he's Mr. Corsavonia or whatever it's called, and I'm like, oh, that's a Superman clone.
Yeah.
But then when he's revealed at the end, it's supposed to be like, and I'm like, no, we knew that earlier on. We knew that quite a bit. He's got exactly the same powers as Superman. So it's definitely Superman.
And just knowing comics, it felt boring because I'd rather, and it seems like he's setting, James Gunn's setting that version of the clone of Superman to end up becoming Bizarro. But I would rather just Bizarro or the Red Sun Superman, something like that, because there are evil clones and stuff, but
it didn't have to be a clone, did it? There are superpowered villains out there that are, nearly as powerful as Superman, sort of thing, that they could have brought in instead, and they just didn't. So yeah, I had problems, and don't get me wrong, there are problems with Fantastic Four.
I wasn't the biggest fan of Mr.
Yeah.
Fantastic, honestly.
Well, yeah. I think politically, a lot of the shit they've had there is because of his political leanings, anti-Trump and stuff he is.
Pedro.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal, yeah. But that is no reason to hate on a film, as far as I'm concerned.
No. He's a great actor, and he did just fine in the role. But doing just fine is not as good as bringing your A game. And
it wasn't as cast as well as it could have been. I thought the rest of the casting was better. Pedro Pascal was almost like, we haven't had Pedro Pascal in anything for a bit. Should we put him in something? It felt a bit like that. But I mean, he did fine. Yeah, I think that's what he's saying. He was fine. The chick playing Mrs. Fantastic, though, was stunning.
Vanessa Kirby's an amazing actress.
Amazing in everything. She's gorgeous. She's a brilliant actress. She nailed that role. I mean, Jessica Alba did it good, but she smashed it. Jessica Alba always looked a bit weird because obviously she was like a fake blonde, and obviously she's kind of olive skinned, so it didn't really work. Vanessa Kirby was just like, it's like she was made for that role.
Yeah,
I didn't like the guy they had.
Popular at the time.
Yeah.
Vanessa Kirby was,
and she did a great job. She did a fantastic job, but she didn't quite fit the character. The guy they got playing the Thing was fine.
He's my Thing. Love him.
Yeah, I just think he was better as before he became the Thing. They used the way the Thing was. I didn't adore the way his bottom jaw was. He was more a bit comic book accurate. I preferred him in the other Fantastic Four movies, I think. But I loved the bit where he's grown a rock beard.
Yeah.
And he couldn't shave it off. I thought that was so good. And I actually thought the way they did the whole it's clobbering time thing, and they built up to it, and they used the cartoons and everything, and Storm is there going, come on, say it. Which normally when they do that sort of thing is cheesy and a bit crap. I actually thought they did that beautifully. I thought they got it.
I think part of it is because Eben Moss Bacharach. There we go. He's just that talented of a performer. He's great.
Yeah, he's really good. But my favorite bit of the film, but it's not my favorite bit, but a film that stood out. And James Gunn, and I'm going to compare this to the squirrel moment. All right. So the squirrel moment in Superman is supposed to be this big funny thing. It didn't work. It came across as silly. Fantastic Four, they do the bit at the end where they're jumping in the car and they can't get the car seat into the supercar thing. And the way they did that, I just thought it was properly laugh funny. As a dad, I completely got the pain thing, trying to get these bloody things in the car. Because it came at the end of the movie as well, though, and it wasn't a big sort of like dramatic moment, which like the Superman saving squirrel bit was. So it stood out like a sore thumb. You know what I mean? It was like action, squirrel. Action.
It was literally like an ADD moment of squirrel.
Yeah. It was, yeah. It was just like, what the fuck was that? But the car bit was just brilliant. And there's not many like laugh out loud moments in Fantastic Four. They do, on the whole, take the film quite seriously. I saw the trailers for it though, and I thought this looks stupid. And a lot of people jumped on that, going, "This 1950s looks stupid." And I'm like, it is supposed to be an alternative universe stuff. Oh, it's a female Silver Surfer. In the comic books in alternate universes, she was female. So I mean, that is actually what she should be. Remembering it's everyone's woke. It's a female Silver Surfer, and I'm like, it had to be. That's comic book accurate.
Julia, what's her last name again? She was great in it too.
Yeah, she played a really good role. I really worried though about having Galactus because he's such a massive villain, and I thought it worked really, really well. And the way they defeated him means he could come back maybe, and I just thought it was done great. The only thing I would say is the way they did the baby. It is very powerful, and I'm not sure where they're going with that.
What,
when they have very, very powerful people in Marvel, it doesn't tend to work too well. But we'll see.
Well, that's the thing. There's still Dormammu from Doctor Strange hanging out there. There's still Arishem the Judge in the End of the Eternals that's hanging out there.
I think they're going to pretend the Eternals didn't happen.
I think so. Which I'm not the biggest fan of the movie. I still have not seen Hamnet this year, but I would actually like to watch it because before that film, I don't think Chloe Zhao has actually made a film. She's director by like association almost, which I don't want to say, but Hamlet's supposed to be great. So hopefully that's changed. But Nomadland and Eternals was like, okay, so the studio told you to do this. They wanted to do a little bit more DC kind of darker tone. but not all the way. Still have some fun stuff. That it was Eternals was very studio driven and it was very obvious. I don't think Chloe Zhao is a big Marvel Comics person. Like that's what.
You can tell just by the casting as well. They went sort of right. Who people talking about at the moment? Okay, they're all the guys from Game of Thrones. Go, we'll hire all them.
What a waste of Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
What a waste of
100%. Well, and bloody
Richard Madden and Salma Hayek.
Yeah, and Salma Hayek as well. Yeah, complete well to Salma Hayek. It just seemed to be like, oh, who are people talking about? Who can we get?
Good point, Monk. Captain America did confirm that they're still kicking.
Yeah, well, they're not going to completely ignore the film. They just won't follow up with it like they were going to.
Yeah.
Captain America: New World Order was pretty bad as well. Actually, that should have been a mini series, not a movie.
Or actually make the movie that they wanted to make instead of what they made. Do the original intent, not that.
Well, the other thing is the people saying, "Oh, Chris Evans coming back as Captain America." Is that disrespecting Anthony Mackie? Anthony Mackie, that's right, isn't it?
Anthony Mackie, yeah.
Anthony Mackie, and I'm like, no, he shouldn't have been Captain America in the first place. So
I love Anthony Mackie. He is one of my favorite working actors in Hollywood.
Made no sense for him to be Captain America.
Bucky was set up since day one to take that mantle.
Well, he actually has the strength and the speed and everything else it needs to be. Every time I watch Anthony Mackie fire the bloody disc or whatever, or in the series that they did, and I'm just like, that would have broken his arm. Oh, that would have broken his back. Oh, that would have 100% broken every bone in his body.
Even with vibranium wings, it doesn't add a skeletal system to him.
No, there's no belief to it. There's nothing to it. When he's throwing the shield around and it's bouncing around, he's not wearing anything. He's just in his jeans and a t-shirt. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, you're throwing that around as well as Captain America did, who is 100 times stronger than you, quicker. And the whole bit when your character was introduced was that how much stronger and everything. That Anthony Mackie's whole character was dodgy when they got the bloody wings out. Never mind, they make him Captain America. It didn't make any sense. It should have been and would have. I just don't understand why Captain America would do it. It's his best friend, in Bucky, and
he literally went to hell and almost died trying to make sure his friend got out. No, he multiple times, I guess, but the big way in Winter Soldier, he made sure that his friend he didn't just let him die. Say, oh, this is really sad. I'm glad Bucky actually lived this long. I hate how he ended up living, but I'm glad he did live. Instead, hey, let me just choose the guy that I met 2 weeks ago. And I guess by the time Endgame happens, there is 5 year gap. So what? It's probably been about 8 years since he met him, maybe 10. That doesn't have anything on 90 freaking years. Steve Rogers is going to save most people as often as possible. There are few people he would go to the depths that he went to save Bucky and Winter Soldier.
Yeah. And put his reputation and everything, body, life, everything was on the line to save his friend. Didn't care about anything other than saving his friend. Yeah. No, it didn't make any sense that he would choose Anthony Mackie. And it doesn't make any sense that he'd even be capable of being the bloody and in the one bit where the Captain America New World Order and he flies through a jet plane with the wings and stuff. And I was like, oh Christ, he'd be shreked for that. He'd be absolutely destroyed. And it doesn't make any sense.
It's just vibranium wings. It's such an easy explain away.
Magic metal wings. It's just not good.
The thing that really hones it in that is not that he doesn't deserve to be Captain America, but he refuses over and over to take the super serum or whatever the actual definition is, and it just it reeks of desperation in a lot of ways. It's like you didn't know what to do, so you're trying to just toss what you think is going to be publicly thought of as the best.
They're just worried about being called racist or something. I don't get what. There must have been a motivation to do Anthony Mackie, is it? because in no logical sense other than they thought a black Captain America, will people like that? And don't get me wrong, don't care about black Captain America, it'd be fine. I have the old fella that was the old Captain America to do it.
You've got Carl Lumbly. You'll cast Carl Lumbly. Use him. Put him in the movie.
Have somebody new as Captain America. That can be a black guy or a Chinese guy. I don't give a shit. But
I don't remember if Isaiah Bradley is the grandfather or the younger one. But the younger, the grandkid of Isaiah Bradley or the older Bradley, dude, he might not have Captain America super strength, but he's got super strength, and it's just naturally in him now. That's what we need.
Mackey's character was that he was a broken down war vet.
Yeah.
As soon as he got the wings, I was like, okay, this is pushing it.
Well, I like the Falcon stuff, and Falcon does become Captain America, but he reverts, or not reverts. He I can't even speak anymore. Relinquishes the title back to Steve Rogers at a certain point, and I don't think we got enough Anthony Mackie as Falcon. We literally got him.
Yeah, just bring back as Falcon. He's a
2.5 movies.
I know he's an Avenger, but he's a level B Avenger. He's in a background character. He's not Captain America, who's one of the, he's the leader basically of the thing. He's not Captain America. It was a terrible creative decision. I don't know why they did it. But yeah, not disrespecting the guy as an actor, but he's Falcon. He's not Captain America. He's a brilliant character on his own. Don't need to make him Captain America. Bucky would have made way more sense, but they didn't do it.
Make Bucky Cap and have Falcon. God, I don't remember the character's name right now. That's not good. That's alone should tell you. Sam Wilson. There we go.
Yeah.
Have Sam help Bucky the same way he helped Steve refine himself. It would make total sense, and then have Bucky pass that mantle down, and then maybe by the time you get to like Doomsday or something like that, you have the next big Avengers movie down the line, then maybe give the mantle back or whatever. Like at that point, it would make so much more sense for Falcon to have the mantle if he went through more years of doing it.
The way I'd have done it myself was I'd have had that bit where he says and the Cap's sat there on the bloody, what's it called? He sat in the chairs and he's waiting by the lake and thinking, and Anthony Mackie comes over and goes, "Oh, this is for you," sort of thing, and it's the old Cap. I think our Captain America should have had some kids, and I think it should have been his. You go up and you think it's Captain America, but when he goes round, it's not, and it's his kid, and his kid are there going, "My dad told me to come and tell you basically what happened."
It's sounding like they're going to do some stuff like that. Because we don't know where he went and what he did in those 80, 90 years.
In the next movie, aren't we? Because he's coming back. But it just feel like RDJ coming back, Chris Evans coming back, there's a few other things coming back. It's just like Marvel are just like, oh man, we got to get back to the Avengers. This has not gone right. We got to try and get back. We got to get back on top.
Yeah. The Doomsday trailers, have all of them dropped, Monk? Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I woke up at 4:15 this morning.
I haven't seen the trailers. I thought it hadn't dropped. I thought the one that had dropped they thought it was fake.
Captain Britain being Steve Rogers' kid would have been awesome.
Yeah.
And then cast Henry Cavill. Just saying. But anyway.
No, he's in everything at the moment. You don't need to do that. There are other British people that they could cast.
He's just so good as a superhero.
Okay. We've got one from 5 days ago.
Huh.
Yeah, we got a teaser. Let's have a look. I'll put it on low.
I thought, just the Cap and Thor teasers. Hey, I'll be Captain America. Put me in, Coach. Actually, I wouldn't want that role, honestly. Can I be Captain Texas? Is that a thing?
He's getting off a Triumph motorbike, which is a British motorbike.
Oh, wait. I'm going to have to mute you. That's going to Disney will strike us down.
Don't worry, it's muted.
My bad.
We're not monetizing.
Yeah, Disney and HBO are the bad ones about it. Harris is a Marvel villain. Put me and Jay both in as Marvel villains. We'll lead the Masters of Evil.
Yeah. Right, so there he's got a baby. He just put the Captain America uniform down. He's got a baby in his arms. It's Chris Evans. Next. Oh, it's made him look younger. He's got that special effects on him that makes him look younger than he is. He's not that old. Steve Rogers will return in Avengers Doomsday.
Couldn't have guessed that.
We knew. Right, okay. It's not out till next bloody Christmas. I don't think there'd been any other. I didn't think there'd been any other Doomsday trailers.
I think there's supposed to be 4 total.
There's one 2 days ago. Thor. I hadn't seen any of these. It dropped.
Monk asked this a little bit back. Have you seen the Odyssey trailer?
Yeah.
And what'd you think?
I think it looks. Oh my Lord, Anthony Hopkins with the young thing on that looked dodgy. I'm gonna have to watch these later on because I didn't even know they'd come out. It's not my kind of movie, if I'm honest. I'll enjoy. I sort of think it's the sort of film you've got to watch at the cinema because it's going to be very big. And it's like Gladiator. Gladiator at the cinema, amazing. At home on your telly, yeah, it loses some of the
allure,
the specialness. It's still, don't get me wrong, it's still a phenomenal movie. It's just not as special. You need that cinema grand thing. I watched it, even like bloody thing with Brad Pitt. Troy, yeah. I watched that since. I don't think it's particularly good, but I watched it at the cinema. I thought it was a phenomenal film. But at home it's not so good. So I think Odyssey will be a similar thing. I think it'll be amazing at the cinema. If you don't watch it at the cinema, it's almost not. I wouldn't really worry about it too.
I showed my roommates. 2 of them had not seen the director's cut, or I guess any version of Troy before. 3 weeks ago. Oh, it's great on the TV too. It's great on the TV.
Yeah, but it just loses something.
It does.
Watching Ben-Hur at home.
Yes. It can still be an amazing film.
I totally agree with that. Jurassic Park is a good example, actually. You watch Jurassic Park, it's still a great movie. Even now, when you watch it in the cinema, it blows your pig teeth out your door. It's just like, it's phenomenal. It's the sort of film you've got to watch at the cinema because it's just not. It loses some of that gleam. It loses some of its specialness.
Avatar is another one that's out right now that is the epitome of that example.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Although we do have an 85-inch TV in our house with the 4 of us, and that does make up for a lot.
It would.
Yeah.
So now I've got a 54-inch TV, which is fine, but it's not an 80-something-inch TV. So
I try to get them. I was like, if we're splitting it between 4 of us, let's get a 100-inch. It would not have fit in the space that we had, but I tried. Yeah. I was trying so hard. The Odyssey, though, I especially just being a fan of the Troy film, and I think Christopher Nolan's talked about being a fan of it as well.
Mm.
I know Sean Bean hasn't been putting in the amount and that necessarily the altitude of work that he's done in the past, but. And as much as I love Matt Damon, again, Sean Bean as Odysseus would have been such a perfect spiritual sequel to Troy.
Yeah.
Such a perfect. For it to be about 20 years later, for Odysseus' journey to literally come full circle within the real world and the story itself, it would have been really cool to see. And
yeah, for me, this is the sort of film as well. I know this is slightly off topic, but this is the sort of film that shouldn't have like big name actors in it. It doesn't. The film should be like the main thing. I don't think you need a Matt Damon or anybody else in it. Like Gladiator, to be honest. Kurt Russell Crowe,
yeah,
wasn't the big, huge actor. He'd been in a few things. People knew him, but he wasn't. That made him a superstar because the film came first. He was the right person for the right role. This is the sort of film that you cast the right person for the right role, regardless of whether they're famous or not. For me.
Yeah, and Monk brought this up earlier, talking about James Gunn and Wes Anderson and Christopher Nolan. Nolan does cast the people that he likes to use.
Yeah,
but and typically Nolan and Wes Anderson do it right. James Gunn, I wish he did.
James Gunn's got his mates. He's a bit more like Kevin Smith, like that.
That's a little.
Ask his friends, and I saw Kevin Smith in an interview, and he's like saying, "So why do you keep asking your friends?" Is like, and he was like, "Well, I'm a movie maker. Why wouldn't I?"
Yeah.
It's like it was a strange thing to ask him. I think people like Kevin Nolan, they've got actors that they trust.
Christopher Nolan?
Yeah, Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, Kevin Nolan. I was like, Kevin Smith or Christopher Nolan? Which one?
Christopher Nolan.
Right.
He's got certain actors that he trusts, and that he knows. And so, who was it? I can't remember who it was. But he was talking about how, I think it might have been Bale. I think it might have been Christian Bale. But he was sort of saying that they've got like a shorthand with them now because they've worked together a few times. And he says, and Nolan and a couple of other those actors, they like to have one or two actors in it that they've worked through a couple of times before that know him, that know how he works, and that they can sort of be the good apples in the barrel almost sort of thing. And it just as it gets, they can get through things a lot quicker. They don't, Kevin says, Nolan doesn't have to like explain everything 5 times. There's that actors on there. Yeah. De Niro, Leonardo DiCaprio, all the big directors have actors. And it's not just about this actors they trust. It's actors they like or people that they like. It's actors that they trust.
Yes.
It's like, have you seen that story with Matt Damon? And it's from The Departing. And it's was it Departing Scorsese? Was it?
I think so.
The Departing.
Yeah. Pretty positive.
Scorsese. So Jack Nicholson, there's this scene where Jack Nicholson shoots this woman, and Matt Damon. If you haven't seen the video, Matt Damon does this brilliant Jack Nicholson impression. But they're going through the script, and Jack Nicholson says, "Well, I shoot her, and I'm stood next to the British actor, Departed. Thank you." He goes, now we could just shoot her and end the scene there. Or I could shoot her and then she falls funny. And I go, she's fallen funny. Now we could end the scene there. Or we can keep the camera rolling. And when she falls funny, I could say, you can see that I'm holding an axe because that's sinister. Now we could end the scene there. Or we can keep the camera rolling. And then when she falls and you see him without an axe, because you see I'm going to cut her up on the beach, you can say, I think I want to fuck her again. Because you see, that's a sinister thing to say. And then, now we could end the scene there, or we could keep it rolling. And I can say, I'm going to fuck her again, then I'll laugh. Because that's a sinister thing to do. Now we could end the scene there, and he goes through this whole thing, but then it ends up being that they keep almost all of that scene in there. It was supposed to just be, shoots him on the street, in the beach, and they sort of walk away sort of thing. The whole thing with the axe, and then the last bit is the other guy who's the British actor whose name I can remember, but I can see him in my head. Just doing the goes, "You're sick," or "There's something wrong with you, Ray," or something like that. That bit got left in, but the bit about him fucking her was cut out.
Yeah.
The best directors like to have certain actors in there. It's not just that they know, but they trust, and that they know can go through that creative process. And that, Jack Nicholson he knew his character, and he knew that this bit would add to that character. It was something that character would do. Now, don't get me wrong, Jack Nicholson did what he did and went too far, but they, so I think great directors, they just have people like that they like to work with because they trust them and they can bounce off sort of thing. And I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, I think it's typically a good thing, and Tarantino specifically does the same thing too. But I think the difference was, I think Wes Anderson, Tarantino, and typically Nolan, even though they cast their friends, they're great examples of, we're going to cast them in the best part for them.
Yeah,
we're going
to creatively right, though, isn't it? But James Gunn doesn't. James Gunn hires his mates. He hires Nathan Fillion. Well, Nathan Fillion's almost in everything he does.
Yeah.
Michael Rosenbaum is, because they've known each other years.
I do love Rosenbaum too.
Yeah, I like Michael Rosenbaum. He's fine. But in one of the Guardians of the Galaxy's movies, he's the diamond-headed guy. You don't know it's him.
Which
but they've paid
that
him a
makes
fee.
sense. Yeah.
But they've paid him a fee to come and do that. And it wouldn't have been as cheap as just having somebody to do it. Or they could have just done it CGI now. It didn't even have to be a person. It could have been an extra. But they paid Michael Rosenbaum to come and do it because he's James Gunn's mate.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a bit Kevin Smithy to me. But
the worry I have with the Odyssey is that Nolan's leaning into the Gunnar Kevin Smith version of that. It's a fantasy movie, so it doesn't need to be historically accurate. Fantasy is something that is set in an entirely new, different world and realm.
It's
mythology. This is mythological. It's not fantasy.
No, it's a fable, isn't it? It's a story that's probably based on something that actually happened, but then it's told in a way to learn. You're supposed to learn a lesson from it. And it's a Plato fable, isn't it? I think fable's the right word. It's a bit like the old Antarctica, Atlantis. The whole Atlantis thing is a fable, but it was probably based on a nugget of truth. But then it becomes a story by Plato to teach a lesson to the Greeks, and it becomes The Odyssey is a similar thing. The whole Troy story is similar, even though something did happen, and it did happen. The whole thing with the Greek and the Trojan horse bit probably isn't true.
Well, and at least film-wise, Troy showed that you can do, and you can have, technically it's an epic poem by Homer. Yes, but
epic. I think that's the word I was thinking of. Epic poem. Was it Homer that did
I think the Iliad and the Odyssey.
Yeah, no, the one I was mentioning. I think it was Plato that did the one I was talking about.
Atlantis, Plato. Yeah,
Atlantis. I think Atlantis was Plato, but I'm not just saying. I might be wrong. I'm not going to hang my hat on the armor not being historically accurate, but I do think it's stupid to have somebody looking like Batman walking around there with that Batman helm. That's dumb. But Troy did show that you can have historically accurate armor to that time period 20 years ago and do it well. Not just well, really well. It looks great. That comment, I'm not putting that up on the screen, but it made me cackle inside a little bit. I need to
that completely lost. Okay, there we go. The thing that's really holding me up about the Odyssey is the fact that he didn't even try to get the actors to do accents specific to the regions they're supposed to be from. And hey, if you don't want to do that, just make everybody British or something. That's what they did. That's what they usually do. Just make everybody British, please. Like I hate.
It does seem to be the go-to, doesn't it? Is that okay? This is based in Norway. Where should we make all the accents? British. Okay, let's do that. Where's this one? In Africa. Okay, we'll make them all black, but they'll speak British.
It's an interesting thing.
And it's not. None of us speak like that. It's the Queen's English.
No, that's true. It's always like RP, isn't it?
Yeah. It's always like very clean English. But we don't play the villains anymore, though. You get the French to do that now.
If we were, that is not false. Robert Pattinson in The King was awesome as the Dauphin or whatever, But the thing that just is getting me with the Odyssey is, and I love every single person he cast. Am I really gonna see? And I love John Bernthal, but I don't want to hear John Bernthal speaking in his regular accent when he is a like theatrical school of Russia trained actor. This guy is a world-class talent, and Christopher Nolan's a world-class director through and through. And they're just gonna say, just use your normal accent. Mia Goth walks on screen, just talk. Then at the same time, we're gonna have some British actors, some other actors, everybody from over here, and everywhere, and they're just gonna use the regular accents rather than the ones that actually make sense. They haven't released any scenes of the film, besides John Bernthal talking to Tom Holland, and which is Tom Holland speaking in his regular British accent and John Bernthal talking like he's from Brooklyn. You know, it's and he said Christopher Nolan has stated that he didn't worry about the accents at all. He said, I'm going to take the Ridley Scott approach and screw it, which Napoleon could have been a really good film if they would have actually done the French accents and gone all out and went all out.
You can do it subtly. You don't even have to go like full bonjour. You just put a little.
You speak a little French. You don't have to like do too much. Whatever.
Yeah. A little bit of a twang in there is all you really need. Yeah, but you just put a little bit of effort into it. You don't just go just speaking your normal accents, guys.
The one quote that there's a lot of quotes I like. Kiss, keep it simple, stupid, my favorite. But one of my other favorites that I try to remind myself all the time is, hey, anytime you lower your bar, you'll always reach it.
Yeah.
And that's lowering the bar. That is just lowering the bar for the sake of lowering the bar. Nothing else. These people are being very well paid. They're world-class talents. Have Anne Hathaway, have Matt Damon, have John Bernthal, have all these people utilize the regional accent that they can learn. Because guess what? Even if it wasn't part of the film's budget to hire them a dialect coach, they can all do that pretty quickly.
You've got a film that massive as well. It's going to take so long to do. The dialect stuff is something you do sort of in between while you're setting up all the action and training and all that. At the end of each day, you go, okay, well, yeah, we're not going to go full French, but we are going to go, just have one generic accent. Say, okay, well, we're all just going to speak Queen's English. We're just going to go basic non-accent sort of thing.
That's the keep it simple, stupid route. And it works as well.
And everyone will speak the same sort of dialect because we're all supposed to be from the same place. So we'll do that. We're not going to do silly Greek accents. You know, hey, Stavros, we won't do that. We'll just do a generic accent. And again, you do it in like half an hour the other day between bloody thing. It should just do one or the other. Don't have everybody wandering around with somebody with a Boston accent and somebody with a bloody thing. Yeah, do one or the other. Don't just go no accent. We'll just speak normally.
There's even the third option where in a
that's actually not an accurate. Dave, that's not really accurate.
Well, because he starts out speaking Russian, and then they make it a point to say, "Oh, well, now he's getting all these communications. He can essentially speak English." And then,
but he hasn't got a very strong Scottish accent in that. It's his Sean Connery accent. It's not a particularly strong accent, Dave. Come on, it's not a Glaswegian or bloody thing, is it? So no, it's not a particularly strong Scottish accent he's got. He just talks like Sean Connery.
But even if we don't know what the Greek accent sounds like, even if they wanted to go that route, have him just speak the Greek language for like the first 3 minutes of the film. Hey, Avatar 2, The Way of Water, the way it starts is great with Jake Sully saying that whole narration of Jake Sully saying, 13 years have passed. This is happening. This is happening. This is happening. And here are me and my kids as they're all speaking Na'vi and running around like that. And then Jake Sully says, and at a certain point, I only speak Na'vi, so I hear it as English now. It's as familiar to me as English. And what happens half a second after that? The kids come back in. Hey, no, what are you doing? You know, little kids just tugging on whatever, fighting, you know. There's so many better ways to do it, and I will repeat the quote because I'm going to have to start saying it if the film starts saying it and doing it. If you lower your bar, you'll reach it every time.
Yeah. And
this reeks of that. Same thing with Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom.
Yeah, it's just so lazy. He can't be skinned. He can't be like, I need to buy another farm. There's no way he's good.
And he's a great performer. He's so good.
His movie career hasn't exactly gone maybe the way he wanted to, but didn't he just get an Oscar nomination for Oppenheimer?
And won, if I remember correctly.
Did he win it? I know he won. He won a Golden Globe, didn't he? I didn't think he won the Oscar, but I know he did win a couple of awards for it. But yeah, it's not like his career's gone badly, is it? Since he, just like I'm trying to say, he doesn't need it. Chris Evans doesn't need it. They must be paying them a crap load of money.
Kieran Culkin won that Oscar. That's right. But he was nominated, and I think he won the Golden Globe. But yeah.
But anyway, can we wrap it up, sorry, mate? Because I'm
yeah, we're 2 hours in.
I've got in and I haven't done anything. I've got to. I don't need to either.
Heyo. So the SciTrek catheter is now available at.
I had a wee before I started. I haven't had anything to drink either. I've got heartburn though. I've eaten bread. I've got really bad heartburn, so I need to go get some Gaviscon. I'm so gluten intolerant, it's ridiculous.
I'm about to go
Robert Downey
carnivore
Jr.
for all of January.
Fucking Doolittle.
I still haven't watched it.
His accent in it is bad. And he can do an okay British accent. His Sherlock Holmes one was okay because they didn't.
Sherlock's great. It's just fine.
Yeah, they're going to do a third Sherlock Holmes at some point.
Which do that movie, not this one.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, shame with Doomsday, really. They didn't need to have him as Doom, but it'll be fine.
We did start it off. Their budget, right as you hopped in, we were talking about the budget for it and all that. RDJ and Russo brothers are probably close to $200 million of the budget alone. Maybe not 200. They're probably about $100 million of the budget. Still, that's a quarter to a fifth of the budget.
I think the casting is probably going to be best put it. I don't think Robert Downey Jr.'s initial fee will be ridiculous. Don't get me wrong, it'll be $20 or $30 million, but it'll be like Iron Man and all the other deals. He'll have like a 5 or 6% on the back end.
Yeah.
And that's what made him a fortune, wasn't it? Because it made him hundreds of millions of dollars because it was through his contract that he had the back end. And if you have a back end on the Avengers, you've done very well.
And to quote Jurassic Park, clever girl.
Yep. Well, he'll be getting checks based on that for the rest of his life, and it's probably his great grandkids will.
Oh, easy peasy. Yeah. Well, this was our last Sci-Fi Sundays of the year. It was a fun one, rant filled.
Sorry.
No, we all went on rants. We just finished ranting both about the Odyssey and Avengers. Twofer.
Yeah, it's gotta
That's
happen.
A twofer. Yeah, maybe 60 million each, so 120. Yeah, because his upfront, RDJ upfront is like 40 or 50 million at this point, which is buku. Yeah.
And you've had to pay Chris Evans, which he'll want money to come back. His career's fine. So he'll have to pay him decent money. Chris Hemsworth, his career maybe, other than Thor, he's not doing a great deal, so he might not quite have the power to demand a huge fee.
Chris Evans either. Chris Evans really, his only hit since Avengers has been Knives Out. Everything else has either been
good in The Grey Man.
I like him in The Grey Man.
Good in Red One, to be fair, but no, I was saying he's not been making blockbusters, has he? He hasn't. No. You're right.
And Chris Hemsworth at least tried with Furiosa. I wish Furiosa had done better. I love Furiosa. It just
he wasn't great in it.
Really, I thought he did really well.
I thought all the prosthetics and stuff was just didn't love it. But I mean, I was thinking more MIB International. That was
I threw that out of my freaking memory banks. They even got Tessa Thompson to do it with them. It's like, okay, you have Thor and Valkyrie. This is a surefire success. Men in Black cameo, or not cameo, Men in Black 4 or 5, essentially, whatever it is. Emma Thompson being in it couldn't even help it.
No, didn't work.
All right. Well, 2 hours, 10 minutes into this puppy. It has been a wild freaking year. Lots of ups, lots and downs. I think we've had some great sci-fi. We've had some crummy sci-fi on the side as well.
Not been a bad year, to be fair.
But mostly, I think it's been really good. I think the biggest standout for all of us was Badlands. Predator Badlands took us by storm, which was great.
Yeah.
And I will go see that. I actually have it saved in a tab right here, Monk, from last week as well.
But TV as well. It's been nice that we've actually had a couple of like new shows really break out. It's not just been about Stranger Things coming back. It's been about Pluribus. It's been about Severance. Murder Bar. I know that they're all Apple, but we've got to go to new shows, new stories, as well as stuff coming back like Alien Earth. That is, I know just spin-off something, but it's not been a bad year for sci-fi. If Star Trek had been any good, it would have been a great year for sci-fi.
Yeah.
it wasn't. So
hey, it was a great year for sci-fi for one thing.
SciTrek.
Well, hey, it's always a good year for us. We like to talk it, but we're getting Stargate back.
We got the Stargate announcements.
We got Stargate back.
Yeah,
that's the first time we've talked about Stargate this stream. We went 2 hours and 11 minutes without mentioning Stargate. Might be sacrilegious for us.
And I got the world exclusive about that coming back, and then forgot.
Which was awesome.
Someone had to remind me that I'd said 2 months earlier that it was going to be a TV series by Christmas. I went, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Still makes me laugh. Like, how do you get like such a bloody Q story? Forget about it.
It wasn't. It was a regular like SciTrekker and Tachyon Pulse person that said it too, right?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it was brilliant. He's one of the. Oh, I will remember who it was.
Because it wasn't David or Monk.
Jordanator. It was somebody else.
I think you said it was Jordanator.
Was it Jordanator? But yeah, who actually pointed out? He's one of my regulars anyway. Who actually pointed out that that's what you said that a couple of weeks ago. Because somebody has had to go, you've got insiders and you know nothing about it. And I'm like, oh, to be fair, nobody knew. They reckon there's 20 people at MGM that knew. And then Jordanator jumped and went, yeah, you told us 8 weeks ago. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It's like, I guess I know one of those 20 people.
Oh yeah, shit.
10 of those 20 people.
No, I didn't know anything about the detail. I just knew from somebody that they just kept telling me something's going on. They're lining something up for Christmas. It looks like it's going to be a TV series, but we don't know what's going on. They keep talking, but we don't know what's going on. So that's what I kept being basically. But they've basically been told something's going on, something. But it's been kept behind closed. So I didn't really know what was. I just knew something was coming. And it did.
I really want to make. There's. I got to catch up on Andor. I got to catch up on Foundation. I got to catch up on Pluribus. I want to watch Severance. I want to catch up on Tulsa King and Landman because I haven't finished those yet. There's a lot to catch up on. That being said, what is that Martin Garrow show that lasted 5 seasons that he was doing? It's not Blind Spotting or something like that, but
that's Blind Spot.
Is that Blind Spot?
The first season is brilliant. It was the biggest thing that year. It was like the most popular show that year. It steadily declined.
Is it still worth the watch? Because I do want to watch that.
First season's excellent. By the end, you're just sort of like a bit, I wish he'd die. But
even if it isn't great by the end, I think that's probably the best litmus test we have for a Martin Garrow project that lasts that long.
I remember he worked on Stargate for years.
Besides, of course, Stargate as a young
that was
producer.
the first thing he did that he ran. I think.
Yeah, that was his project.
Yeah,
right?
Honestly, it was the most. When it first came out, it was a phenomenon. It was like the first season of X-Files. It was like that sort. First season of Lost. It was like anyone was talking about for like the first season, 2 seasons.
It popped up on, I don't know if it was Prime or whatever streaming service it was on, but I've been thinking about it since, and I really, really do want to catch up with it.
It's definitely worth watching. But go watch the end of Pluribus. Honestly, I won't spoil it for you, but the very last line of the last episode is gold. Honestly, it puts the whole it's the whole series in a nutshell in one line. It's just, and you'll know what I mean when you see it. It's Pluribus in one line. It's glorious. It's so good.
I'm so excited.
Love it.
I'm so excited.
Love it.
You know what I didn't do though while we were talking? I gave you my least favorite TV show for the year. My favorite was Murderbot. The one I think that we talked about that I enjoyed talking about the most was Alien Earth. For the good, the bad, and the wrong or ugly, whatever it was. But yeah, we're 2:15 in here now. Every time we try to go, we talk for another 5 minutes.
Yeah. So what was the worst?
Oh, the Peacemaker.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I droned on about Peacemaker for a while. Then we went to James Gunn and we
oops. Yeah, no. People was shit. But anyway,
rabbit hole.
Are we going to try to go for New Year's?
I'd like to do a New Year's Eve stream.
It depends.
That is this Wednesday.
I am available.
Okay.
So I am working, but I finish at 5 my time. So you'll be barely getting.
That's our regular time.
Yeah. So if you'd like to, let me know. All right.
I'd like to do maybe a 2.5, 3 hour stream and try to get some guests in there.
I'll come in for an hour.
Okay. Okay.
I still can't do more than an hour. My head goes screwy and I fall off my chair.
All right. We'll send you Cerebro. Is that what it's called, right?
I'll just get migraines. She'll just get whingy text messages off me afterwards.
Anyway,
I told you I'd get better.
We will see you on Wednesday. Not for Stargate Outpost this time, but for our end of the year stream. Tomorrow, no Farscapetrion. There might be a little bit of a hiatus on Farscapetrion for a little bit, unless Sarah is willing to stream without a camera. She's going to be out of commission for the first couple weeks of the year. And I think we will probably try to get Matt on more for Stargate Outpost in the meantime for that. And besides that, actually, the next time we'll see you, because I can't forget, we're doing them on Tuesday evenings at midnight. So as New Year's Eve hits, we will see you because Fallout Season 2, Episode 3 drops, baby. Oh. And did you watch Season 2 yet?
We'll have to have a conversation about it.
Okay, yeah, we're going to be on for another half hour. If we're not, we'll end this and we're next week.
Well, invite me onto the Fallout episode because I've got a controversial opinion on it.
Hell yes. Okay. All right. So next time we see y'all, we'll be at midnight Pacific Standard Time on Tuesday, aka Wednesday, the 31st. It'll be 8 a.m. y'all's time in the UK. So we'll probably be watching it with West Coast and UK folks like we did this past week. And then Wednesday, we will be back. Then Friday, we will be back again. And we'll see you in a week for the very first Sci-Fi Sundays of the year. It's been a crazy year. It's been a fun one. Oh, what a year of sci-fi. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, wonderful rest of the week, wonderful rest of the frickin' year. And we will see you shortly. Adios.
Come out of it.